from the New York, New Jersey Trail Conference. I'm a Burroughs Range Trail Supervisor, a volunteer supervisor, like all of us in the New York, New Jersey Trail Conference. And I'm going to show you now the debris, the remains of the previous firing that used to be located right here, the one that I destroyed. And there are several rocks that are huge in size. So the person who built this firing must have been very muscular, and there were several logs that this camper had placed here, and they were going to use them as firewood. And we'll now walk to the other side of the woods where 3 months ago I had placed all the destroyed remains. And here's the current atrocity that these campers had done. You can see clearly how the fire had burned into the ground, and it was trying to go right through the roots, and it made its way to the roots of this tree and burned it pretty good. Okay, here we go. And here's some of the embers that somebody had left behind. I'll show you the rock. I dragged this huge rock with tie downs. I couldn't drag it any farther, and this is about a good 50 yards. You can see this is the size of my shoe, and when you compare the shoe to the this tree trunk, I mean this this large rock, it's unreal how strong this person had to be who built that campfire. This rock was a rock that was next to the previous firing, and they were sitting on top of this rock or cooking. And moving right along. Now we're going to proceed to the other side of the woods where I dragged several of the small tree trunks that this person had used for firewood. And you can see how dangerous this place is because there's brown and gray pine needles everywhere. And here's one of the burned tree trunks that I brought over here. And here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I have more tree trunks back here that I brought over with tie downs. I used the tie downs to drag them across the area, bundled together. Okay, and you can see all the rocks over here. There's 1, 2, 3 large rocks and about 20 or so smaller rocks. So this wasn't a small campfire anymore. And so these persons were pretty large in size, and they could move a lot of rocks and a lot of tree trunks without any problem whatsoever. Last time I found trash, I had placed the trash in my trash bag and took it home and disposed of it properly. Like I said, they're not playing games anymore, and you can see how there are 20 or so trunks that have been blown down by the wind. They're all pine trees, and it's just like a forest fire waiting to happen. This is a very bad place to light a fire. Anyway, I'm running out of time. I have to be back at the trailhead. I have made my contact with the ranger, and I am scheduled to be back on time. Otherwise, there would be somebody looking for me, and I don't want that to happen. So, in the spirit of keeping with the schedule, I'm Martin Stratton from the Burroughs Range, and thank you for looking at this video. I hope somebody learned something from it.